Hi, this is Alex from phpacademy.org with a video tutorial for the new Boston. In this video we're going to be creating a plugin, and we're going to be creating a plugin which counts down a particular amount of days, hours, minutes and seconds to a specified date. So inside of our plugin we're going to be giving the option which is a string, a date string, which will then be converted to a timestamp and will perform some calculations based on this timestamp. We'll find out the difference between the date now and the date that we want to count down to, and then we'll update these divs here. Now I'm going to go through first of all the way that the plugin works, then we're going to open up my browser and have a look at how this actually looks, and then obviously in the second part of the tutorial when we actually have demonstrated this, we'll go ahead and write the code. So the first thing you'll notice is that I have a div called countdown. This can be called absolutely anything and can actually be, any element at all, as long as we obviously reference this when we use the plugin, make use of the plugin. I've also got 4 span tags here with different classes which are days, hours, minutes and seconds. And as long as the class of any particular element, these could even be divs inside here, as long as they're called days, hours, minutes and seconds, then we can use the plugin and apply the plugin to this countdown div, which will update days, hours, minutes and seconds. Now by default I've got these set to 00, so if you were to just create this on a page, you would have 00 days, 00 hours, 00 minutes and 00 seconds. So let's just take a look at what I've included on my page. I've got obviously jQuery here, jQuery.js, the latest version of jQuery. I've got countdown.jQuery.js, which is this file here, which is my countdown plugin, and I've got ext.js, which is where we call the plugin from. So inside ext.js you see that we've got document ready, and then we apply this countdown plugin to this countdown div that we're currently selecting. We specify a date, and then we have a callback function here that runs this line of code when the countdown has finished, i.e. when it's started at a particular date, this here for example, and then reaches 0 or reaches the current time and date specified here, then we just change this div to we're live. So in my browser at the moment, I'm going to just show you, we've got this set as to 10th of August 2011 at 10:44. Inside my browser you can see that we've got 1 day, 19 hours, 13 minutes and 24 seconds, and you can actually see that this value is decrementing by 1 every second, obviously because we're counting down seconds. And just as you notice it come to 1, then it will go to 0. Obviously the minutes will then decrease to 12 minutes, so this will sort of loop on. So if we watch it now get down to 0, you can see that that's changed to 12, and obviously that's back to 59. So we're going to be creating this functionality inside of this countdown plugin, and we're going to be giving the option to specify a date in string format, and then obviously using this callback function. So at the moment we are on the 8th of August 2011 and the time is 15:31. So if I go ahead and change this to 15:33 for example, or 15:33, you can see that we've got 1 minute and 30 seconds left. So if we leave this to run, in fact let's change it quickly to 32. Okay, so we've got 21 seconds left now, no minutes, no hours and no days. When this reaches the end, this callback function here will be initiated and this line will be run, so you'll see the effect of this. So really we're creating this plugin but then putting it into practice as well. So let's just wait for this countdown to reach 0, 1, 0, and you see that it's changed to we're live. So we've used the plugin in this sense. However, when we go ahead and refresh, obviously it just stays at we're live because the callback function is when this date has reached or is smaller than or equal to the current date. Okay, so let's go ahead and obviously blank all my pages so we can start to write this. I obviously haven't shown inside countdown.jQuery.js, but we'll be looking at that in just a moment and creating all that. So I'll go ahead and blank everything and we'll start from scratch. Okay, so you can see that I've got rid of the div here. Let's go ahead and create the div, and then inside ext.js I'll explain about how we're doing this and what we're doing. So I'm going to say div id is equal to countdown, and then that there. And inside here I'm going to create some spans that have classes of each element of the time we're counting from. So span there, I'll just say /span. So this one will be days, and we can go ahead and just copy and paste this down. So we've got span class days, then we've obviously got hours, and then minutes, which I'm just going to say mins, and then seconds. So I'm just going to put 00 in each of these, and we can see that in our browser now we've got 00000000 for representation of days, hours, mins, and seconds. Now what's going to happen is jQuery is going to find this. If we use the plugin on countdown, it will find the element inside with .days. So class days, hours, minutes, and seconds, and it will change these values. So it's important that you have them inside of a span or a div or something like that, a paragraph, anything. So I'll just go ahead and do this. So days, hours, minutes, and seconds, and then that looks something like this. So we've got 0 days, 0 hours, 0 minutes,